all of us, we have 24 hours a day. No one has more time or less time, and it is really how we manage our time that is super important. Hi everybody, welcome to yet another episode of DabaoLife, and today's topic is on time management. So a typical work day of mine looks something like that. In the morning, I have meetings with my admin staff, with my agency team, and sometimes even with corporate staff. And in the afternoon, that's where a bulk of the things happen. This is where I have my client servicing calls or even my financial reviews through e-appointments. And I also make it a point to coach fellow financial consultants during this period of time. Sometimes there are things like company trainings, and that is mostly in the afternoons. In the evenings, that's where I make time to upgrade myself, and that could be through online courses or even reading. This is also the period of time that I spend putting up like training materials for fellow financial consultants. And throughout the day, I make sure that since everybody's at home, I spend quality time with my family, and I make it a point to at least bring my dogs out like once a day. I try to do it so that both my dogs and myself can exercise. So how do you squeeze in all these things within a day? That's what a lot of my friends have been asking me, and I've been reflecting upon it, and then I realized that, hey, all of us, we have 24 hours a day. No one has more time or less time, and it is really how we manage our time that is super important. So here are 3 tips on how I manage my time. So tip number 1 is to ask yourself this question. If today is your last day on earth, what would you remember on your deathbed? And when I reflected upon this, I realized that I'll remember a lot of my relationships with my family, my friends, my clients, and my loved ones, but not things like playing games, watching Korean dramas on Netflix, like mindlessly scrolling YouTube, Facebook, or Instagram. And that really made me a lot more aware of how I spend my time, because if I'm not going to remember all these things on my deathbed, then why do I spend my time mindlessly scrolling Facebook? Or why do I spend my time watching those like episodes and episodes of Korean drama? So this tip is really for you to ask yourself, what would you remember on your deathbed? What do you treasure in life? And hopefully that will help you, cut out a lot of the unnecessary activity and thus give you a lot more time for the things that matter. So tip number 2 would be to group tasks of a similar nature together. So for example, I group my analytical tasks together, my administrative tasks together, and my learning tasks together. This way, your mind doesn't experience fatigue as easily, and you're a lot more efficient when you group tasks of a similar nature together. And tip number 3 is to plan your calendar by 1-hour blocks or even half-an-hour blocks, and be very disciplined about following your calendar. In this way, you actually realize that it doesn't take that much time to complete a task, and you can squeeze in a lot more tasks into your calendar. And this will really help you to maximize your day. So those are the 3 tips on time management that I have for you, and I hope that you manage to take something away. Remember, all of us have only 24 hours a day, and it is how we manage our time that is really important. So thank you for watching this episode of DabaoLife, and I'll see you soon.